and Bucky fucking Dent, which Duchovny adapted into the film Reverse the Curse. Now, he is joined in conversation by Greg Hurwitz, who is a New York Times #1 internationally best-selling author of 26 thrillers, including the Orphan X series. His novels have won numerous literary awards and have been published in 33 languages. Greg currently serves as co-president of International Thriller Writers. Additionally, he's written screenplays and television scripts for many of the major studios and networks, and is an award-winning documentary producer. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to David and Greg.
Count four. All right, we're here. So, well, welcome everybody. Glad to have you all here. Has anyone read this collection already? Show of hands. Congratulations, first of all, you, Double D. It's a spectacular collection, and getting a poetry collection up on its feet that's that good is pretty extraordinary. So I want to start, first of all, I'm wondering if we can turn off the music, because I feel like we have a little bit of like holiday tunes happening in the background. So if that could be done, it would be great, but we'll forge forward nonetheless. So you have a lot of hyphenates: novelist, director, singer, songwriter, podcaster, poet. You've also been known to act occasionally. What is the common thread? What's the thing that unites all these efforts?
You know, I was thinking that on the way in, driving in this morning. I thought I might be asked a question like that, and I was thinking, I don't know the answer except to say that it has to do with filters and games. In my estimation, is like each of these ways of expressing myself is a game or a filter, and they each have their rules. And what I'm trying to do is forge a connection through whatever filter I can find that I think is most germane to that subject matter, or can find the biggest audience, or can find the smallest audience, or whatever. And the idea is just to forge a connection from my interior to the exterior here. And that's really all it is. I'm also trying to entertain. I'm also trying to make people feel something. Make sounds violent. I'm enjoining people to feel something. I'm enjoining people to have an experience, to a connection with what I've experienced. I'm getting lost in trying to express this, because it is something I ask myself, why do I need all these different kinds of expressions? And I think because each one, every time I go about doing something, it feels partial. And so I'm looking for some kind of completion, or some kind of different angle, or different lens, different filter.
Which one do you miss the most when you're not doing it?
Well, actors are treated really well. So sometimes I miss the ease. This morning I drove myself in. Poets drive themselves. Actors don't.
Smaller trailers too.
Yeah, so sometimes, I got spoiled, I get spoiled. That was all very new to me when it happened. I remember when I first got, not a job, but I got to test for a pilot here in LA in like 1988 or 89, and I got picked up at the airport by a limousine. I'd never been in a limousine, and the windows were up, and I was like, hell no, windows down. I want everybody to see the guy in the limousine. So I got seduced in a way. I can get seduced by that kind of ease, but that's true-ish. The acting is it's still a mystery to me. I still want to explore that. So I get better as I get older at all these things. I feel I haven't gotten to the point where I'm getting worse at shit.
Yeah.
I think I will, but I haven't. So I'm still kind of interested in those filters, games, whatever you want to call them.
So one of my friends observed, and I agree with this, I don't know anybody who is a successful writer if it's not a compulsion, right? Lots of people want to write, lots of people want to be writers, and very few people want to write. And so anything that moves that way, I think, has a compulsive element to it. What is the most compulsive thing for you? Is it writing to express yourself? Is it the next script that you can embody in character as an actor?
Yeah, I think my compulsions are piecemeal. They go from game to game. Like I'll get compulsed. I'll get impelled to do something, and then when I'm doing that, I'll be 100% involved in that thing.
Right.
I think when I've been in the process of writing, not necessarily poems, because I didn't sit down to write. Okay, I'm just going to write these poems. I'm going to write these poems from start to finish. But when I've been involved in a novel, as you know, as a novelist yourself, it's a complete kind of immersion into that thing, which is, in poems you got to shut the door, and you can't have.
We're having a complete immersion right now in Playtime Hour. I think there's like a Barney sing-along happening.
It's interesting. Sometimes when I'm working as an actor, and I'll be on a noisy set. Sometimes I love that because it forces me to really, really focus on what I'm doing, and sometimes I can't deal with it at all. It just depends on my own level of.
Right. I've heard most actors love that.
Love what? Distractions.
Distractions. Yeah. People.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm so fucking in the pocket right now. You can have that happy birthday. Sing it. I'm just right here. And other days I'm like, no, I heard that pin drop. That pin drop.
Yeah, I can't perform.